TV soap news and spoilers say that in the sultry, drama-soaked world of Beyond the Gates, where passion and betrayal intertwine like ivy on an old mansion's walls, the upcoming weekend promises a whirlwind of emotions that will leave viewers clutching their hearts and gasping for air. At the center of this storm is Kat, a woman whose life is about to be turned upside down by a shocking discovery that will test the limits of her heart and soul. Buckle up, because this weekend's episode is set to deliver a seismic jolt to Kat's world, and we're here to unravel every heart-wrenching detail of this tangled tale of love, deceit, and hidden truths. Kat's world, a fragile balance of hope and heartache. Kat, portrayed with raw vulnerability and quiet strength, has always been a beacon of resilience in Beyond the Gates. Her journey has been one of navigating the choppy waters of love and self-discovery in a town where secrets lurk behind every manicured hedge and whispered conversation. Kat's heart, though scarred from past disappointments, has dared to hope again, particularly in her budding connection with Tomas, a charismatic yet enigmatic figure whose charm is as disarming as it is dangerous. Their relationship, however, has been anything but smooth sailing. From the outset, it's been a dance of awkward glances, misaligned intentions, and clashing personalities, leaving Kat to wonder if her heart is leading her astray. Tomas, with his brooding intensity and magnetic allure, seemed like the perfect match for Kat at first glance. Their initial encounters crackled with potential, each moment laced with the promise of something deeper. Yet, as their story unfolded, it became clear that their connection was fraught with tension. Awkward silences punctuated their conversations, and disagreements flared over seemingly trivial matters: where to eat, how to spend a quiet evening, or even what music to play in the car. Kat, ever the optimist, tried to see these as growing pains, the inevitable bumps on the road to love. But deep down, a gnawing doubt began to take root: was Tomas truly invested in her, or was he simply going through the motions? The love triangle, a recipe for disaster. As Kat grappled with her doubts, a new player entered the scene: Eva, a woman whose beauty and mystery rivaled Tomas' own. Eva's arrival in Beyond the Gates sent ripples through the town, her enigmatic presence drawing eyes and stirring hearts wherever she went. For Tomas, Eva was more than just a passing fascination; she was a force of nature, pulling him into her orbit with an authenticity that Kat's relationship with him lacked. Where Kat and Tomas stumbled over awkward silences, Eva and Tomas shared an effortless chemistry, their conversations flowing like a river, uninterrupted and natural. The love triangle that emerged was as inevitable as it was devastating. Tomas, torn between two women, found himself increasingly drawn to Eva's sincerity. Unlike Kat, whose every interaction with Tomas seemed to carry the weight of expectation, Eva offered him a sense of freedom, a connection unburdened by pretense. Their shared moments, stolen glances at a crowded party, a quiet conversation under the stars, were electric, charged with an unspoken understanding that left Tomas questioning his feelings for Kat. For Kat, the signs were there, but she chose to ignore them, clinging to the hope that Tomas would choose her. She poured her heart into planning a perfect date, envisioning an evening that would rekindle their spark and prove that their connection was worth fighting for. She meticulously chose a romantic dinner spot, a quaint bistro overlooking the town's shimmering lake, and spent hours agonizing over her outfit, settling on a deep emerald dress that hugged her curves and made her feel like she could conquer the world. But as the date unfolded, it became a masterclass in disaster. Tomas was distracted, his mind elsewhere, his responses curt and detached. The conversation faltered, the wine tasted bitter, and the evening ended with Kat storming out, her heart bruised and her hopes shattered. The shocking discovery, a moment that changes everything. The true gut punch, however, was yet to come. In a moment that will surely go down as one of Beyond the Gates' most iconic scenes, Kat stumbles upon a private exchange between Tomas and Eva that shatters her world. It happens on a quiet evening, as Kat wanders through the town's lush botanical gardens, seeking solace after her disastrous date. The air is thick with the scent of jasmine, and the moonlight casts long shadows across the cobblestone paths. As she rounds a corner, she freezes, her breath catching in her throat. There, in a secluded alcove, stand Tomas and Eva, their bodies close, their voices low and intimate. The sight is a dagger to Kat's heart, a betrayal so raw it feels as though the ground beneath her has crumbled. What Kat witnesses is no mere flirtation. It's a moment of profound connection, one that speaks of a bond deeper than she ever shared with Tomas. Eva's hand rests lightly on Tomas' arm, her eyes locked with his as she speaks in hushed tones. Though Kat can't hear the words, the intensity of their exchange is unmistakable. It's the kind of moment that lovers share when the world fades away, leaving only the two of them in a universe of their own. For Kat, it's a confirmation of her worst fears. Tomas' heart belongs to Eva, and she was merely a placeholder, a fleeting distraction in his journey towards something real. The pain that washes over Kat is visceral, a tidal wave of grief and anger that threatens to drown her. She stumbles back, her vision blurred with tears, her mind racing with questions. How could she have been so blind? How could Tomas have led her on, knowing his heart was elsewhere? And what was it about Eva that drew him in so completely? As she flees the gardens, her emerald dress catching on a thorned rosebush, Kat feels the weight of her heartbreak settle into her bones. She is not just sad, she is shattered, her trust in love and in herself irrevocably shaken. Eva's secret, a revelation that deepens the divide. What Kat doesn't know is that the moment she witnessed was more than just a romantic interlude. It was a turning point in Tomas and Eva's relationship, driven by a shocking revelation that could change everything. Earlier that evening, Eva confided in Tomas about a secret that has haunted her for years, the truth about her mother, Leslie, and a hidden adoption that has upended her understanding of her own identity. Leslie, a pillar of the Beyond the Gates community, had always presented herself as Eva's biological mother, but the truth is far more complicated. Eva recently discovered that she was adopted, her origins shrouded in mystery, and that Leslie has been keeping this secret for decades. The revelation is a bombshell, not just for Eva but for Tomas, who listens with rapt attention as she pours out her heart. The possibility that Eva's biological father might still be out there, perhaps even connected to the town's intricate web of secrets, adds a layer of intrigue that draws Tomas closer to her. He sees in Eva a vulnerability that mirrors his own, a shared sense of searching for truth in a world built on lies. Their conversation in the gardens, the one Kat so painfully witnessed, is not just a moment of romance but a moment of profound connection, as Eva trusts Tomas with a truth she has shared with no one else. This revelation only deepens the chasm between Tomas and Kat. Where Kat's relationship with Tomas was built on hope and effort, his bond with Eva is forged in authenticity and shared vulnerability. Eva's secret becomes a catalyst, pulling them closer together while pushing Kat further into the shadows. For Kat, the knowledge that Tomas is privy to such an intimate part of Eva's life is salt in an already gaping wound. She feels like an outsider in her own love story, a spectator to a connection she can never hope to replicate. Kat's dilemma: what will she do? As Kat processes the betrayal, she stands at a crossroads. The sight of Tomas and Eva together has left her reeling, but it has also ignited a spark of defiance within her. Kat is no stranger to heartbreak, but she is also no stranger to resilience. The question now is, what will she do next? Will she confront Tomas, demanding answers for his divided affections? Will she turn her anger toward Eva, seeing her as the interloper who stole her chance at love? Or will she retreat inward, nursing her wounds in silence while plotting her next move? The possibilities are endless, and Beyond the Gates thrives on keeping viewers guessing. Kat could choose to fight for Tomas, determined to prove that their connection is worth salvaging. She might dig into her own strength, refusing to let this betrayal define her, and channel her pain into personal growth. Alternatively, she could uncover a secret of her own, one that ties her to Eva's mysterious past and shifts the dynamics of the entire town. Perhaps Kat will discover that she, too, has a connection to Leslie's hidden adoption, a revelation that could turn the love triangle into something far more complex, a family drama with stakes higher than anyone could have imagined. The stakes: a town on the brink of revelation. The drama unfolding in Beyond the Gates is more than just a love triangle. it's a microcosm of the town itself, where every resident carries a secret that could unravel the delicate balance of their community. Kat's heartbreak is just one thread in a larger tapestry, one woven with lies, hidden identities, and forbidden desires. Eva's adoption secret, in particular, has the potential to upend the lives of everyone in the town. If Leslie's carefully guarded truth comes to light, it could expose connections and betrayals that stretch back generations, shaking the foundations of Beyond the Gates elite society. For Kat, this moment of betrayal is a crucible, a test of her strength and her ability to rise above the pain. Her journey is one that resonates with anyone who has ever loved and lost, who has dared to hope in the face of uncertainty only to be met with heartbreak. As she navigates the fallout of Tomas and Eva's connection, Kat will be forced to confront her own vulnerabilities, to question what she truly wants from love and from life. Will she emerge stronger, her heart hardened but her spirit unbroken? Or will this betrayal mark the beginning of her unraveling, a descent into a darkness she never saw coming? A weekend to remember. As we head into this weekend's episode of Beyond the Gates, one thing is certain: Kat's story is far from over. The image of her standing frozen in the botanical gardens, watching Tomas and Eva share a moment that should have been hers, is one that will linger in viewers' minds. It's a scene that encapsulates the raw, messy beauty of human emotion, the ache of love unreturned, the sting of betrayal, the quiet resolve to keep going despite it all. So, grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and prepare for a roller coaster of emotions. Will Kat confront her pain head-on, or will she let it consume her? Will Tomas and Eva's burgeoning romance withstand the weight of their shared secrets, or will it crumble under the pressure? And what other surprises does Beyond the Gates have in store, as the town's web of lies begins to unravel? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.